This is Sunday Satsang Questions and Answers, December 29, 2024. And what do we have here? A new face in the family dinner table. Otherwise, those family members, they're a Chitti Narayan. Uninvited guest comes on its own time without any formal awareness or pre-announcement. We didn't know we were arriving. You're considered the embodiment of Narayan. Chitti means time. Achiti means out of time. So he's Narayan. Narayan's in your heart, so you are Narayan inside your heart. Do you have any questions?
It's always, for me, it's always a question of faith and how to experientially come to the faith which is rooted in experience. We always have concepts which we give our heart, and they carry our practice to a certain level. But we really crave for experience.
Yeah, so what's the question?
How?
How to get the experience? Well, one thing is, it's basically the experience is a gift. The question is about, we have faith in Krishna and we're carrying on, but when do we get anubhavas or direct experience of Krishna, the reality of Krishna in our lives, in our individual lives, which will cement and solidify our faith and maintain our faith and rejuvenate our faith and inspire our faith and increase our faith. Because our faith can wax or wane depending on how much reciprocation Krishna gives with us. So that's the answer. So how do we get that experience of Krishna's presence? So as I said, it's not in our hand. But one aspect that's very important in this regard, this is where the practice of reading biographies of Vaishnavas comes in. Reading biographies of Vaishnavas, Vaishnava Charitra, saints of Braj, saints of Bengal, Bhakta Mal, Gaudiya Vaisnava,
Gaudiya Vaisnava Jivani.
Yeah, Gaudiya Vaisnava Jivani, and many other Gaudiya. There's certain books, even on the BBT folio, that's some English biography books of Gaudiya saints. I can't remember the title. Gaudiya Vaisnava Abhijan also, Gaudiya Vaisnava Abhijan by Hari Das. It's in Hindi, maybe Bengali also. You're lucky. And so by reading these books and talk about the life stories of Vaishnavas who had profound experience of Ram or Vishnu or Krishna, then that increases our faith, and because we're connecting with those merciful Vaishnavas, increases our opportunity, increase our chances of getting a similar experience ourselves. Because to have a direct experience of Krishna, we require as much Vaishnava Kripa as we can get. So we have a direct line of Kripa to our Guru, who represents the whole line of Gurus, but we want to get connected with as many Gurus and Acharyas and well-wishers as we can. So reading about biographies, the lives of the saints, the biographies or hagiography or whatever they call it, is very helpful to keep that desire for experience alive. Because we're practicing bhakti with faith, but we're not getting any reciprocation or any direct personal experiences, our faith can wane. So to keep our faith from waning or diminishing, we should always read as much as possible about the lives of saints. This is a very important practice. There are gurus who live in Vrindavan, Indian gurus. They regularly give classes on the lives of saints. You know, they're to their ashram. They have ashrams with 100 devotees living there, and they go on that also. They all give classes about the lives of saints, because this is a known formula for success in Bhakti Bhajan. I printed a book called Gaudiya Vaisnava Samadhis, and it's actually 2 books in one. The first part of the book is about Samadhis of great Vaishnavas in Vrindavan, and the second part is biographies of those great saints. They go together. You go to Samadhi, well, who is this guy? You look in the back, it's Rupa Goswami, and I selected major points which I thought were helpful for individual bhajan from the person's life. And when I was writing about Jiva Goswami's biography in my Samadhi's book, I had 10-page biography of Jiva Goswami. I narrowed it down to 1 page. So I selected the key points of the 10 pages which I thought would inspire one's bhakti sadhana. So this is the poetic license of the author or compiler to select important things. So there's no like 1, 2, 3. You know, do this 1, 2, 3, then you get it. There's everything spiritual, sporties, visions, experiences, anubhavas, all gifts from above. They come up from up down. We want that thing, but when we get it, how we get it. But these are what people do to get those experiences. This is what they do. Read biographies as much as possible. Like now they have Wikipedia and all kinds of, net you can look up. You type in some great saint, you hear about some saint. I was reading some purport in Bhakti Sandarbha about 4 great saints from Mahabharata. I never heard of those saints, so I'm going to look up on, when I get a chance on the internet and find out about them. I wrote a question to search about them. The Satyanarayan Das, Babaji mentioned them in a commentary. I never heard their names before. So I'm going to look and see if I get some inspiration. Because there, in the biographies of the saints who had experience, they give tips how they got the experience. So that missing link that's keeping you or keeping me from getting direct experience of Krishna or Radharani may come when you read the biographies, because they got it. They got that experience. So many of them. So then somebody wrote about their biography, or they narrated to the disciple, or they wrote their own biography or whatever. So we come to know about their experiences. We come to know about their anubhavas and how they got it. So like they have Upadeshavali. Upadeshavali means the instructions, a row of instruction. Avali means a series. Deepavali, a series, a row of lights. So Upadeshavali means a succession of teaching, a series of teachings. So all great saints have Upadeshavali. You know, love everyone, serve everyone, respect everyone. Love all, serve all, respect all. There's different teachings they have. You know, you see many good examples of what not to do. This is one of my phrases. So, we see many good examples of what not to do. So, I remember once I was in a temple, and the temple president wasn't very good. And sometimes I would say to myself quietly, in my mind, I said, if I was the temple president, I wouldn't do like this, I would do like that. But I didn't have any idea. By thinking like that and speaking in my mind, only to me, no one else, that I was planting the seeds to become a temple president. So, I would see the temple president behaving a certain way or making different decisions, and I would say to myself, that's wrong. I wouldn't do it like that. I would do it like this. And little did I know, 8 years later, I was a temple president in a different temple. And I was stuck there for 4 years. Wow. I regretted those ideas. I learned a lot, but you gotta be careful what you think or what you think or say to your mind, you know, what conversation you have in your mind. It's just me and my mind. Like Krishna says in Gita, your mind can be your best friend, your worst enemy. So I don't know to this day whether my mind acts as my friend or my enemy. But it cost me to spend 4 years of my life as a temple president. I was taught with all of you for 1 year. My GBC said, I know you want to do this, but we need this, that, the other thing. I said, oh my God. What goes around comes around. So I said, just 1 year, and then you go to Vrindavan. That was in 1982. I just came from Vrindavan in 1981. I was living in Vrindavan and Rishikesh for 6 months, doing bhajan and collecting money and making life members for Vrindavan Temple. I just wanted to stay a whole life in India. But so I went back to America. And then got stuck in civil prison for 1 year, and 1 year became 4 years. So after I got out of there, I came back to India. So 81, I was here for 6 months. It took me 6 years to get back. Quite a detour. So anyway, that's my answer to your question. You pray for it also, because like people say, I'm living in Madan, there's so many kalpavriksha trees, I have so many desires, but they haven't been fulfilled. Well, have you expressed those to the trees? I asked one question, I said, when you talk, if you did, how did you talk to the tree?
Roots. Tree has ears in the roots. Go down hand.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, how do you talk to the tree? They said, I embrace the tree. And when I embrace the tree, I whisper so nobody else hears. Hey, I need a wife, I need a husband, whatever. I need a vision of Krishna. I need a Shwarti. And so, but that's not the way, because the ears of the tree are not in the trunk, not in the branches. The ears of the tree are in the roots. You have to bend down on the ground and express your desire to the roots and speak in the ear, and then see what happens. But one time, I was in Vrindavan Frikkuma, and I saw a devotee bend down on a tree on the side of the Frikkuma. I thought he was talking to the tree. So I came up behind him. I wanted to hear what he was saying. And he was kneeling down on the ground. And I saw he must be paying obeisance to the tree and begging this kalpavriksha tree for the please blessing and darshan radharani or something good like that. But I looked and he was feeding ants. He had a little bag of sugar in his hand, and there was an ant hole there. And I said, what are you doing? He knew me. I knew him. I knew his face. This coming up. I said, are you praying to the tree? He said, no, I'm feeding ants. He said, why? He said, Lal Kitab. There's a red book about astrology. It's called Lal Kitab. Lal means red. Red book. It tells if your mother-in-law is cranky, then you feed a green dog on Wednesday. All these kind of things. You put honey in a silver container in your kitchen, and your mother-in-law won't be out, stuff like that. and you put a silver coin in a running river. It's all kinds of cool. It's called Lakita. You can look up on the internet. It shows all kind of real measures. It was published 1500, 16th century or something. I think it's by some Muslim astrologer or something like that. Some crazy book, but a lot of astrologers, they refer to that book. So he told me a few ants for the ant baby, ants and green sugar for some counteracting some star problem, planetary problem. I remember I used to live in Vrindavan. I saw so many cool people there, One guy would walk around Vrindavan with a water bottle sprayer, spraying trees, watering every tree he went by. He did a freaking old, he goes, he was bathing every tree. That was his Bob, that was his seva. Another guy carries a bag of toffees, buys 150 toffees, puts in a bag, walks around, everyone gets stopped. Right. Kids all follow him. Very common sadhus give out toffees, little candies to Vrishvasi. In Barsana, Vinod Baba does it. Vinod Baba does Barsana Prikma every evening. Has a big bag of rotis for monkeys, another big bag of toffees for kids. Or toffees for monkeys, rotis for kids. Depends on what they want. It's funny because the monkeys come and he tries to stick their hand in the bag and he grabs their hand. I see Phil, he chastises the monkeys. Big guy, big monkey. They're like his friends, And the guy sticks his hand and he, hey, get back. And he gives it to him. It's right, cute Phil's there. Okay. Yeah, that's the Bhakti's dilemma. The dilemma of the Bhakti. When will I see Krishna? When will I see Radha? One day. Why not? It's possible. If someone has done it before, someone can do it again. Many people have seen, have darshan. Many people have heard Krishna's flute, so why not me? That's what we should think. They're not Martians, they're not from some other planet, they're human beings, they're conditioned souls, they're sadhana siddhas. Because generally the Shastras tell us that nitya siddhas are only on the planet when Bhagavan is here. There's a song by Narottam Das Thakur. She says, Gauranga Sangha City, see Gauranga Dutipada? Famous song.
Gauranga Sangi Gana Nitya Siddha Korimana.
Gauranga Sangi Gana Nitya Siddha Korimana. Gauranga Sangha Gana Gan Gauranga Sangha Gan, like Shaki Gan, is the group of the associates of Lord Chaitanya, or Nitya Siddha. Korimana. I know that they're Nitya Siddha. So this verse, my Gurudev, when I asked him this question, he cited this verse as Praman, for Narottam. That the associates of Lord Chaitanya are Nitya Siddhas. That means, so put it around the other way, Nitya Siddhas are here when Bhagavan is here. So you say, this person born 18th century, 17th century, 16th century is Nitya Siddha. Oh, my Guru is Nitya Siddha, he's Nitya Siddha. I say, okay, you can believe that, but you can't support that with any Shastra. So what's the problem with being sadhana Siddha? Siddha is Siddha. But people fight and kill over those differences. But every group, every person wants to say their gurus are Nitya Siddha. they can't be less than Nityasiddha. Because then they'll cite Brihad Bhagavatamrita. Sanatana Goswami says that sometimes Gopal Kumar was going to Vaikuntha and he saw people leaving Vaikuntha. Vishnu do this, and he said, "Where are you guys going?" He said, "We're going to Moscow to preach." So they say their Nityasiddha is coming down to preach. But it doesn't say what time period they're coming. Doesn't mean, that means they're coming when Bhagavan comes. Because it's when you read the appearance of Krishna in 10th canto, I'm not referring. Anyway, when you read the appearance of Krishna in Bhagavatam, it says that Krishna went around, or Narada Muni, I forget, ordered, I think Krishna himself, ordered all the devotees to take birth in the outer dynasty, all the devas to take birth in the outer dynasty, to assist in his pastimes. So that means that when the pastimes are there, all kinds of personalities come down from the heavenly planets, from Vaikuntha and the spiritual world, take part in Krishna's pastime. But outside of his appearance here, we don't find any Shastra reference for people coming to take part in appearing in the material world as Nityasiddha. If somebody believes that, we say, okay, that's good. We let them believe that. But we want to follow Shastra for that. So I'm fine with being sadhana. I think my guru is sadhana. That's perfect. That's good enough with me. He has siddha and he's sadhana. That's all that matters to me. Question, Italian question. Say Italian question. It's like Parivar question, the way to Parivar question. God Parivar, Shamananda Parivar. Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Sham, Jaya Jaya Sri Radhe. Nice warm day today, huh? It's good. Invigorating. Hard to sleep. Two things that keep you from sleeping, what are they?
Bhakti.
Not coming now. Two things, two conditions prevent one from sleeping.
Cold and
Cold is one.
Heat.
No.
heat also.
Cold and empty belly.
I wanted to tell.
That's why Nirjal and Jagran go together. Confirm. Oh. Dog heard Nirjal and Jagran. Oh. Oh. You read an Ekadasi book, Stories of Ekadasi. There was one king, and his daughter was married to a prince from some other province, and the prince and the daughter and his wife were coming to visit the father. And the wife told the prince, "My husband's very strict. Whenever Ekadasi is there, everyone in the kingdom has to fast, even the animals, even the royal horses and cows and elephants, everyone has to fast." And the king and the prince told his wife, "I don't know, I'll go to see your father, but I'm a prince, I'm a king, I'm a kshatriya. If I fast, I think I'll die." She said, that's the rule. Anyone who doesn't fast gets killed. So he said, "Okay, I'll go with you to your father's house." So he fasted about 4 o'clock in the morning when most people fail in their chakrans and fasting. That's the failure point. Right, you can wake up to the last 2 hours and usually flake out. I've had the experience many times myself. Everything goes good till the sunrise is 7, you're good till 5 or 4:30. 2 hours before sunrise. There you go. You can't see straight, you can't think, you can't do anything. You're just like vegetate. Or you're just mentally thinking, I have to do Jagrana. Then Nidra comes and says, no, you're not doing Jagrana. That's happens. Yeah. Right. In the Puranas it describes, if you stay up half the night, get this much benefit. Stay up 75% of the night, get this much benefit. Stay up 85%, it even tells like that. So you clock in at 92% Jagran. 2 hours before sunrise, you crash out, you get 92% benefit. I don't know how it works, but they describe it. I read it myself. You Nirjal and Jagran until sunset. That's one good thing. The next thing is till midnight. That's like that. It goes like that. Questions? No questions? Anyone want a blanket? Where's the eater? No question.
What is Nishtha Bhakti means? Can you explain? Like, is it like a general conception is having like not going back on our sadhana type? Some conception is there, like having 16, some people say 16 not okay. Nishtha, like continuously doing that, is it like what exactly?
Question is about what is Nishtha and Bhakti. The best, clearest answer is from Madhurya Kadambini by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. He describes all about what is Nishtha and what is not Nishtha. So Nishtha is a level of devotional attachment, loving attachment to Krishna, which produces a degree of confidence and loving attachment to Krishna, which gives one such a thrill and such a taste that they automatically carry on limbs of bhakti without any other not just by the power of the taste. Because in these divisions of Nartanavriti, Sadhusanga, Nartanavriti, Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhav, and Prem, they're all mixed up together. There's a drop of Ruchi and Nishtha, there's some Nishtha and Nartanavriti. They're all mixed up. So it's not the clear separation division. But you can tell if you have Nishtha by just looking at a book. So you have such a spiritual taste, because Nishtha means the level of taste in Krishna. You can read without falling asleep. You chant japa without falling asleep. You chant your Diksha mantra without falling asleep. If you're falling asleep, that means no Nishtha. I mean, provided you don't sleep for 3 days and you fall asleep. If you have Nishtha, you don't sleep for 3 days, you'll sleep. So, because the physical body has the proper sleep, then you're rested, and then you fall asleep. That means you have a tamasic brain. So Nishtha means the tamaguna has been weeded out of your body. So nam-bhajan, your body becomes sattvic, it becomes bright, becomes brilliant, becomes sattvic, it becomes very controlled and sattvic, so you don't feel fatigue at the time of bhajan. And it's the taste, you like it very much. There's a lot of ruchi in Nishtha. There's more ruchi in ruchi. Ruchi starts to get some feelings of bhava also. And attachment coming. Asakti means attachment for Krishna. If you are genuinely attached to Krishna, and ruchi. And Sakhi means more. It's all described there. But so you can measure yourself. One of the main siddhas of Nishtha is you're avoiding not making nama-aparad. The most severe aparad is Vaishnava aparad. First aparad is subtle ninda, and that says the parama. The Sanskrit says parama aparadam. The topmost aparad is offending Vaishnava. So when your mind is free from envy and fault-finding tendency, then you're some nishtas in your bhakti. The fly has left your eye.
Why they are so much often presented as a succession, one after another, when you're explaining? Is it from Madhurya Kadambini that is explained how they are quite mixed?
Excuse me. I heard the first word.
Yeah. How do we actually utilize this knowledge in regards that it is presented one after another? The stages are presented one after another.
Well, it's just the way to write the book, you know. But that's why every shastra has to have a guru to explain it. You know, it's called direct meaning and implied meaning. So, you know, the book says, but what the truth is somewhere in the middle. So it's not clear cut. That's why you know, books without commentaries are useless, and books with commentaries without guidance of a Shiksha Guru or Diksha Guru are not or more become more useful, more clearly understood. So I've heard these teachings of Madhurya Comedy from my guru. So I have some understanding which I'm sharing with other people, with other devotees, help them bridge the gap between the book and the reality. Because even Prabhupada says in Nectar, what he calls Nectar of Devotion, introduction, he says Ras, technically Ras is not experienced until the level of Bhava Bhakti. But Prabhupada talks about relishing the Ras at the beginning of Bhakti. He said we're getting the Rasa with the taste of Bhakti, of devotion, is which moves us on. He gives an analogy that there's Ras in raising children, that's why people stay married. There's Ras in fighting. The fighter gets a taste for fighting. So he uses analogies there, an introduction. It's a very long introduction of Bhakti Sindhu Sindhu. It's very informative also. Because it's true. Because even a new Bhakti is experiencing some Bhakti Ras. Bhakti Ras is a combination of 5 different bhavas. Vibhav, Anubhav, Savibhav, Vivacharya Bhav, Sthai Bhav, which is all comes when Bhava Bhakti enters the heart at the advanced level of Bhakti. So it's not, technically, it's not the full experience or the true experience of transcendental Ras, which is unlimitedly blissful. But it's some taste, some drops of honey, not kilos of honey. Like Popeye drinks spinach, right? You know, he takes a can of spinach, drinks it, it becomes strong. So we take bottles of honey, squeeze it. Don't become strong, but become sweet. Weak and sweet. What's the key to your sweetness? I want to give you the key, but it's a 5-letter word.
Honey.
I didn't say. You said.
You're fine.
Money. M-O-N-E-Y. Bunny. Boney. Crony. Anyway, what's that? The question was yeah. So get steady, right?
Without any steady avata, are this possible, like these stages?
Well,
without Ishtadevata. Like, I always think like Nishta means have fixed Ishtadevata or something. It's not like
Nishta means Nishta.
that. No,
Nishta in relation to bhakti. Nishta means, is a Sanskrit word. It means steady. It means Nishta in business. You know, Apple Nisht. You know, Google Nisht. You know what? It's a word, but in terms of bhakti, it means disciple and guru and bhakti sadhana and Bhagavan Sri Krishna worship. It's all connected to the topic, and it's related to the topic. It's not, that's under Ishta is part of it, but not the whole thing. Yeah, you can look up. It's not ni ish. It's nishta. It's broken a different way. It's nishta. Sta like stan. Lila nishta. Fixed in a place. It's not ni ishta. You follow? It's a Sanskrit word. Ishta means God. Ishta, Isha. Ishta. But it's nishta. Sta means fixed place. Lila stan. Varsana stan. Or Julan stan. Or Julan Lila stali. Govinda stali. Let us go into stali. That's yoga pit. Any questions? Any other questions? Hey Govinda, hey Gopal, Keshav, Madhavendra. Shuddha Keshav, Sri Radhe, Govinda, Gopal. You have a question? Yeah.
In Guru Tattva Nectar, you said that if you will not develop a relationship with Guru, intimate, like close relationship, you can't develop something like that. You can't develop how you can develop relationship with Rupa Manjari and Radha Krishna.
Yeah.
So, but so means it's the only way.
Huh?
So it's the only way you should do it in a way.
It's a good way.
Because sometimes different examples. I don't know. Like I wish just to know.
Okay.
More. Could you please explain?
Okay. The question is, it was about Guru Tattva. It was mentioned earlier that unless one develops, develops a loving relationship with Guru, it would be difficult to develop a loving relationship with Rupa Manjari and Radha Krishna.
If we don't have close relationship, we can't cry for Guru and can't cry for Srimati Radharani.
Yeah, that's true.
And how, like, people can measure if they really developed close relationship or not. Maybe they think they do, but it's not like that.
Everything depends on how intensely we serve our Gurudev. All other relationships and experiences will develop. In other words, all other relationships and experiences with Krishna, Radharani, and the Nitya Parishads, like Rupa Manjari, Tulsi Manjari, will develop in relation to our service to our Guru. If we can cry for a Guru, then only we can cry for Radharani. Whatever we have known has come exclusively from Guru. If we don't have a close relationship with our own Guru, we cannot imagine having a relationship with Radha and Krishna. Well, first of all, this is not a Shastra quotation. This is a commentary by Narayana Maharaj. This is a subjective statement. It's his person. He's not quoting Jiva Goswami says this or Rupa Goswami says. However, you read Bhakti Sandarbha by Jiva Goswami in verse number 237 and 238, it's about Guru. Verse 2, it's part 2 of Bhakti Sandarbha, Satyanarayana Das Babaji. Part 2, Anushade 236, about 6 symptoms of surrender, which means surrender to Guru. And then 237 and 238. 238 is about Satsang, and 237 is about Guru. Two kinds of service to Guru. And it says to Guru, how Guru Bhakti gives you everything. Right? Etat Saram Guru Bhakti Andasa, which we read this section before in GSS. So the idea is that the Guru introduces one personally on the Siddha level, on the level of Siddha. The Guru introduces the disciple to Rupa Manjari, to Tulsi, Rati Manjari, to Radharani, Vishakalita. So some Shastras are saying the Guru reveals the secrets of Bhakti to his intimate disciples. So this means that one who personally makes it a point to attract and capture and win the heart of the disciple will be most successful in Bhakti. One who makes it a point to attract and win the heart of the Guru will be the most successful disciple. One who stays aloof from the Guru and tries to do it on their own, they'll get there, but it may take longer. It will take longer. They may have to take another lifetime, and then in that lifetime they'll get the realization the intimacy with the Guru is very important. Most people keep a distance from Guru. They stay away from Guru. Because when you get near the sun, everything's seen very clearly. You stay far away from the sun, there's a lot of shadows, a lot of darkness, a lot of shade. When you come out in the bright sunshine, you can see every part of your body illuminated. But the sun's shining in the forest also. So you hide behind the cover of trees and vines, and the sun's coming through between the leaves. You're not so illuminated. You're not so visible. So one who stays a distance from the Guru, he's not so visible, she's not so visible. The one's always in front of the Guru. They're always on the mind of the Guru. They're always in the vision of the Guru. The Guru can see and feel what's going on and take the pulse of that soul, and advise him accordingly and bless him personally. Generally, what we find historically, even in our own contemporary times, of a movement like ISKCON, the devotees who were very intimate and close with Prabhupada in the beginning are still staunch devotees after 50, 60 years. Like Satsang, Das Goswami, Mukunda Goswami, Gargamuni, Shruti Kirti, Hari Shari. Many people were Jadharani or Shamarani, and so many. Those early devotees, they're really great devotees. They had so much intimacy and so personally surrendered to Prabhupada. But, the whole idea of doing it on your own is not bhakti. That's why the whole discussion is very interesting, systematic, the whole presentation of bhakti and bhakti sandarbha. There's just defining what is bhakti and what is not bhakti, different kinds of mixture of bhakti. Then he starts approaching the subject of actual bhakti bhajan. But it takes 230 verses and discussion and commentaries and quotations from Bhagavatam and other stories before he begins to talk about surrender to Guru. Enriched number 236 is about surrender, and that's where bhakti begins. So the first 235 verses are definition of bhakti. What is bhakti? What does it mean to please Krishna with service? That's whole science. It goes through a whole volume. Volume 1 is the whole definition of bhakti. Volume 2 goes 230, it's continuation actually. Volume 1 goes up to 207 verses, and volume 2 starts to verse 208. It goes to 300 or 400 whatever. So 236 is 6 units of surrender. So we have to understand that clearly. Then apply that to Guru, because the 6 units of surrender apply to Guru and Krishna. Accept everything favorable for Guru's pleasure. Reject everything unfavorable for Guru's pleasure. Not favorable to Guru. To feel that Guru is my maintainer. That's the Angi. That's the primary limb. Everything else is Anga. Gotra Tre Varanam Tata. To accept Krishna as my nourisher and maintainer. That's the main limb of surrender. And being humble to Guru, being humble to Krishna. Advanikshepa, Karpanya. Advanikshepa means surrendering myself. So all applies to Guru. It's like the 9 minutes of bhakti is called Krishna Bhakti, it's also Guru Bhakti. Hear about Guru, chant about Guru, remember Guru, offer prayers to Guru, worship Guru, become Das of Guru, Dasi of Guru, become a friend of Guru, Sakhi, Sakhya, become a lover of Guru, and Avanaveda, surrender everything to Guru. That's also part of bhakti. But how many people understand all that? Very few. Krishna said in Gita 7, chapter verse 3,
Manushanam sahasreshu kaschid yadati siddhaye tatamapi siddhanam kaschid mam veti tatvataha.
Mam veti tatvata. Me, very few people know. Thousands of people take out spiritual life. Hardly one knows me in truth. Manusha means human beings. Sahasra means thousand. They take out spiritual life. Hardly one gets siddhi. This perfection. What is perfection? Hardly one attains prema. One is Guru Nishtha and Guru Ruchi and Guru Asakti. They'll get prema very quickly in this life. Because in the commentaries, in those verses, he quotes Jiva Goswami, in Enriched number 237, 238, it clearly describes the significance and role of Guru in perfection. That's why you're very fortunate when you live in a small sangha, where you can all associate with the Guru every day or every once a week. I mean, some people see the Guru once a year, once for 5 years, never even see the Guru, never meet the Guru. So you're on the, pole position in the Grand Prix race, P1, P2, position 1, position 2, in Formula race cars, You come from position 10, now he's position 5, 4th, So it's a razor's edge, Get too close to the Guru, you get cut. Get too far, you get invisible. Careful. It's like gambling. You can win big, win big or lose big. Why they say, dare to be different, dare to be great. You have to be daring. Fools rush in where angels dare to tread. You ever heard that? That's from the Bible. Fools rush in where angels, in other words, fools rush right in, but angels are a little careful. They said, let's go ice skating. And he puts the skates on, runs out, he goes, because he's foolish. It's frozen last night. Must be enough ice skate. See, dogs are running on the lake. I can ice skate. So the angel comes by. So wait a minute, gets a big rock. Throws the rock. Boom. I'm not going in there, man. No, it's okay, we go. Okay, go. But I used to go ice skate with my brother. We had a lake on our property. He said, it's frozen. It's been freezing for 3 days. It's really thick. Come on, let's go. We got new skates. Let's go. I said, okay, you go. You move. Okay, thanks for testing. Big brother, you know, big ego. Hope he's not watching. Sometimes he watches. That's good, it's too far away to hit me. This goes with a virtual reality, you know. This goes with a Question, any questions? Going once, going twice. There's another question. Okay.
It's related. So, it's rare when person understand that.
Rare what?
It's rare how you said, Gurudev, that person understand that Guru can give everything. Through Guru you get everything. But how to develop this, how to get this mercy, to be with Guru and develop close, have desire to develop close relationship with Guru. How to get it?
Well, the question is asked how to do.
Yeah, understand that everything, like realize what you said.
How to understand the importance and the urgent need to have a close and intimate relationship with the Guru. How to get that understanding. That understanding will come by studying Shastra. This is a clear message in all Shastra of the importance and supreme significance of Guru in everyone's and the disciple's life. But unfortunately, most disciples don't study at all. Or they don't read the right books, or they read very casually. They're too busy working, raising families, existing in this world. It's almost like a luxury to have time to read. It's unfortunate, but that's the situation. But if one studies the Shastra, you know, like the Bhagavatam 7th Canto, chapter 15, Narayana said everything can be done by Guru Bhakti. So what is Guru Bhakti? Then there's two kinds of Guru Bhakti: Prasanga Seva, Paricharya Seva. You want to learn everything about Guru, because Guru is the first tattva. From Guru comes Nam tattva. From Guru comes all tattvas come from Guru. So the first tattva you should learn about is Guru tattva, the most important tattva, which isn't even talked about or understood at all. Like once I said, what are the two most confusing and difficult to understand tattvas?
Guru Tattva and Shiva Tattva.
Guru tattva and Shiva tattva. Shiva is also Guru. But he's a Jiva and he's also Vishnu, 2 in 1. He's Jiva slash Vishnu tattva. He's a separate category. He's not Vishnu, he's not Jiva, he's Shiva tattva. Guru tattva is a Jiva, so he's not a separate tattva, but in terms of existential identity, he's Tatastha Shakti. But Shiva is Shiva Shakti. He's not Tatastha Shakti, he's not Antaranga Shakti, he's not Vishnu Shakti, he's Shiva Shakti. So it's a different person, different entity, expansion of Vishnu. There's Sada Shiva, you know, it's Vishnu form. So Guru Tattva is so essential. But most people, that's what Sadhana makes a point in Bhakti Sandarbha. Most people are missing the secret. There's thousands of people practicing Bhakti. We can ask the question, why are so few people attaining perfection? Because they don't know the secret formula. The success lies with Guru Sambandha. So when the Guru talks about Guru Tattva and all these subjects, people think the Guru is egoistic. He's egoistic, or he's trying to get some money or get following or something. That's not the idea. This is the truth of Shastra. Krishna talks about Guru Tattva as 11th canto of Uddhava Gita, and all throughout Guru Tattva is described. Personally, it's one of the most intriguing subjects for me. My whole life, I have so many tapes about Guru Tattva, written so many articles about Guru Tattva. It always amazed and always intrigued me and attracted me. That's right. I have a whole notebook all about this, all about Guru, from everywhere. And I have other tapes and lectures, and because this is the essential thing. But I didn't get a Diksha Guru, a personal Diksha Guru until late. I was serving Prabhupada like a Ritvik capacity. I was initiated in 1975 by a CD, as I Ritvik, not directly by Prabhupada. I'm called Prabhupada disciple, but a formal arrangement, formal Diksha with Guru, I had to wait 38 years. So then it became a very personal relationship. And I understood the value of that versus not personal relationship. I had a relationship with Prabhupada, it wasn't personal. My Guru, we ate together, we did so many things and rode in the car together, did a lot of things. Went in yashas together, and so that's the thing. It's bhagya. Bhagya means fortune. It's good luck. Some of you have good luck. I used to think, at least I used to be in Los Angeles, ISKCON, in the 70s. I would meet, the Prabhupada would come there, and he had different servants, and I was a good brahmachari, so they asked me to help them do different things, get toothbrushes, climb the eucalyptus tree, down the street in the park, and get toothbrushes for Prabhupada. He used twigs from eucalyptus tree. There's no neem trees there. So I was up in a tree and the cops came and caught me before sunrise. Hari Krishna in a tree. He's trying to light up me. Wait.
Toothbrushes.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, come down, and I came out. What are you doing out here? I said, I'm getting toothbrushes for my Guru. What are you talking about? There was bald head, bathrobe on, sheets on, orange sheets on me, Jody. He said, I'm getting toothbrushes. What do you mean? This is eucalyptus tree. Yeah, we know it's eucalyptus tree. That's good for teeth. My Guru's from India. Oh, get out of here. You can't do this. You can't come to this park before sunrise. Don't do this again. Okay, good. Okay. Just go out of here. Too crazy, Hari Krishna. Toothbrushes, 4:30 in the morning, up in a tree. So Guru saved me, So I was serving them, and I was thinking, these devotees who are personally serving Prabhupada are really fortunate. I'm not so fortunate. I wasn't envious. I just said, well, they're really lucky guys traveling around the world with Prabhupada, massaging him every day, cooking for him, and talking to him, and writing letters for him. And I said, well, I wish I had that fortune. I didn't have that fortune. But if you have that fortune, thank your stars. It's rare. So, but there's no limit to transcendental mercy and transcendental energy. If you're distant from the Guru, you're not personal with the Guru. Personal is heart to heart, actually. Because this whole practice we're talking about is not a physical bodily practice. It's a practice of consciousness. projecting our consciousness out of this material body into the spiritual realm of pure consciousness. So wherever anyone is, they can have a super personal relationship with the Guru. Depends on their consciousness. To develop that consciousness, the consciousness takes shape by Sangha. So you associate with the Shabda Brahman, the spiritual vibration of Shastra, describing Guru Tattva, then you'll upgrade and enhance upgrade your consciousness and enhance your Guru consciousness to the point where you can develop a personal relationship with your Guru wherever you are. It's a matter of consciousness, Guru consciousness, Guru heart and consciousness. So it's a person living on top of the Guru's head may not have the consciousness of someone who's living far away. Because, the person may make offenses, may relativize the Guru, may think the Guru is materialistic or materially contaminated or limited or imperfect or some fine faults. So that's the danger of intimacy, physical intimacy. But because you're asking a question on behalf of people that maybe don't apparently have that physical intimacy or that geographic proximity to the Guru. So what's going to happen to them? They can also attain perfection if they adjust their consciousness to understand the importance and urgency to have a personal consciousness relationship, personal heart relationship with Guru. Accept Guru in your heart and surrender, etc. You apply the six symptoms of surrender in Anushya 236. In Bhagavad Sandara, it's also in Chaitanya Charitamrita, and apply that to Guru and live a surrendered life to Guru. You'll have a personal relationship with Guru wherever you are. Guaranteed. Like I always say, I wrote one Vyasa Puja offering, 40 years ago. Would Prabhupada be pleased with what I'm doing right now? Wherever. Would Prabhupada be pleased with what I'm speaking right now? Would Prabhupada be pleased with what I'm thinking right now? Would Prabhupada be pleased with what I'm desiring right now? Well, yes, no. Doing or sleeping? Maybe I shouldn't sleep, but desiring, yeah. Oh, yeah. Desiring big chocolate. So this is a check and balance system. Ask these questions. Basically, the disciple, the real definition of a disciple means one who lives for the Guru.
Sorry?
One who lives for the Guru. But we live for our wife, we live for our husband, we live for our children, we live for our mother. We live for so many purposes and so many objectives we're trying to fulfill by living. But one is living only for Guru. Man, Tan, Dan, Guru Samarpan. Man means mind, Tan means body, Tan. And Dan means assets, wealth, talents, skills, abilities, intelligence, money, everything I got. Everything Arpan. Man, Tan, Dan, Guru Samarpan. Everything, Sam means everything, all. It's Arpan, it's offered and worship to Guru. That's intimacy. Wherever you are, if you're living by that motto, then you're one in heart with Guru, one in mind with Guru. Body, one thing is okay, here or there, whatever. Prabhupada used to use the analogy, the fly is sitting on the throne of the king. Does that make the fly the king? So, the disciple may be sitting on the head of the Guru. That means he's a good disciple? Maybe just complaining all the time. Gurudev, shut up. Eat tapers out. Do some say, wash the dishes. Really, hey. Like a little dog. Got stuck, it's cold, right? Okay, anything else? No more questions? No more next question? No question. Okay. Jaya Jaya Sri Radhe.